So, lads, today we're going to be talking about something crazy. Something absolutely crazy. So, during the game, we saw here, the Fever players celebrating. I would assume, based on the reaction, that this was after the Lexi Hull steal and everything. And Caitlin Clark on Instagram commented this. Refs couldn't stop us. Elite bench mob. Like, you would think that means nothing. You would think that means absolutely nothing. You would think it means nothing, right? Refs couldn't stop us. Elite bench mob. It wasn't for the lack of trying. Glad they're having fun and celebrating like no other teams. Will she get fined for saying that? Yeah, she got fined. She got fined for saying refs can't stop us. The WNBA have now fined Caitlin Clark for saying refs can't stop us. What world do we live in? What world do we live in? Like, I'm pretty sure she just said the refs can't stop them celebrating. This isn't even her going at refs. It's literally like if you say the word refs and you're an Indiana Fever player, you're going to get fined. If you say the word refs as a Fever player, the word referees has to be spoken, cannot be said by an Indiana Fever player, otherwise it's a fine. And the worst part is if they got fined for celebrating. So I don't think, only she got fined, not everybody. There's other people on the floor, everything. She's not, they're celebrating. The timeout's been called, or the foul's been called. It is what it is. But if she got fined for, celebrating on the floor, that's even worse. But the word referee was spoken by an Indiana Fever player, therefore they get fined. It is madness. It is madness. And I mean this. The amount of people are like, oh, I hate this team. It's like, why? They're excessively celebrating. They're excessively celebrating. They're not there talking down on other teams. They're not doing the Alyssa Thomas. They're not doing a Phoenix Mercury and shit talking other teams' fans. They're not doing a Phoenix Mercury and shit talking the other team's players, their coaches, their all of this stuff. And then when they lose, they're silent and they dodge everything. Hell no, they're just celebrating. They're just celebrating. They actually fined somebody for saying refs can't stop. The refs won't stop us. WNBA is trying to make it quiet, but guess what? This Caitlin Clark, man, this is $200. If I got fined $200 for bullshit, I'd tweet it out. And imagine if you're Caitlin Clark, who's worth 100 times what I'm worth. Like that is, and by the way, that's potentially being a little bit undershooting it, saying she's worth 100 times what I'm worth. Maybe not. I did pretty well for myself in the pandemic. 100, maybe by the end of her career, she'll be worth 100 times what I'm worth. But $200 for her is like $2 for me. But yeah, Sophie Cunningham, this is really going to break the bank for her, starting a GoFundMe now. It'd be so funny if someone started a GoFundMe. That would be, in my opinion, that is the funniest thing you can do in this scenario, is if somebody started a GoFundMe for Caitlin Clark with the, with you have to get, $2. That would be absolutely crazy. But at the end of the day, look, this is hilarious. I've learned wrongfully prosecuting people can make them stronger. League isn't ready for strong Caitlin Clark. Man, the Indiana Fever, I've said this, I was like, one of the reasons why they're so good is because they have this us against the world mentality, and they have this mentality that the league hates them. And if you think that everyone hates you and everyone's against you and the league's against you, you're going to work harder. It's natural human emotion. If you want to prove somebody wrong, a lot of the times wanting to prove somebody wrong is a greater thing than proving somebody, than trying to succeed. And trying to succeed for yourself, sometimes trying to prove somebody wrong is bigger than that. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a fine for Caitlin Clark. It is a fine for Caitlin Clark, and it's like so many people are like, oh, want them out of the playoffs. Why? Because they actually give a damn. Like Aja Wilson, obviously, she's not happy playing the Fever because you know what? She wanted she probably wanted to go to Atlanta where they would chant MVP for her as they swept as you sweep the Atlanta Dream, and the other team's best player is buddy with you. And let's be honest, the Atlanta Dream we're going to roll over and let the Aces win. Even though the Atlanta Dream are realistically a more talented team than the Fever, the Atlanta Dream we're going to roll over and let the Aces win that series. The Indiana Fever are going to make them work for everything. If the Aces can't half-ass that series, if they show up like they did against the Seattle Storm with that energy, you're not going to beat the Fever because the Fever's going to run you off the floor. They're just gonna grind you off the floor. But it goes finally breaking free from the shackles of media training. I don't even think it's breaking free from the shackles of media training. I think this is a big fuck you to the WNBA. I think she doesn't like. I don't think she particularly likes this commissioner. I don't think she particularly likes. I think she loves this team. I think she loves the team. I think she loves playing in the WNBA. I don't think she likes the higher ups in the league. I think she's convinced the league are against her and her team, which I think maybe you can make an argument that they are. You absolutely can make the argument that they are, and I think she believes that too. Caitlin Clark fined for commenting refs couldn't stop us in an Instagram post. Like, she don't give one single fuck. Media trainees left the train station. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, she literally showed up to a game in black Air Forces. This team, these players don't care anymore about this. Like, not that they don't care. They don't care anymore about the way they're perceived in this league, because they know they can do everything right, they can do everything perfect, they can do everything to promote the league, and the people that hate them are still going to hate them, or they can do whatever the hell they want. They can go and compete, and they can actually help improve the league. They can actually help improve the league by winning and continuing to boost huge numbers. The playoffs this year are going to have more viewers than the playoffs last year. Why? Because there's going to be more Fever games. It's as simple as that. Like, there's going to be more Fever games, so there's going to be more playoff views. It's as simple as that. Even without Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's been such a revelation that, the Indiana Fever are still getting views without her. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a crazy story that Caitlin's literally out here getting fined. The bench mob be even more rowdy tomorrow. Like, that is the exact thing, being like, you know what? Yeah, they fined me for saying refs can't stop us and celebrating. So you want to know what we're going to do? Yeah, I'm going to tweet out about the fine, and I'm going to say we're going to go even louder. Like, it's the best way, in my opinion, to respond to these scenarios. I can't lie. I think this is the best possible way to respond. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.